So that's the trick. If I raise my energy but control it so it doesn't leak out, I can move.
Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. For my fellas, I got a question for y'all. What quality have you gained from controlling your energy, keeping your energy inside of you? Right? Let me know in the comment section, what qualities have you gained from doing this? And I also got a question from my ladies. Have you met, how many of y'all have met a guy on retention? And if you have, if you dated a guy on retention or whatever, or if you're with a guy, what qualities did you see in him? What qualities did you see in him, right? Let me know in the comment section. You got to understand the power that you have inside of you. If you don't understand that power, if you don't have awareness of that power, then you're going to lack awareness of yourself. That's really what the journey is about, really. You finding yourself. So knowing how important your energy is to you, it'll make you have a little bit more respect for it and for yourself. When you understand the power of it, it has the power to create. It gives you life. It gives you motivation. It gives you drive. It gives you that energy to get up and get stuff done. I know from my own experience, right? And see, this is how you gain self-awareness. It's by trial and error, by your own life experience. I know from my experience, if I sit down and I release all the time, I'm just busting all the time, my energy drops. I get brain fog. I have all these things that happen to me that's not in my favor. I'm just tired all the time. I don't want to do anything. So knowing that I'm going to feel that way if I'm releasing all the time, why would I keep doing it? Why wouldn't I try to hold on to that energy and not let it leak out? Because I know when I hold on to my energy, how I feel. I feel motivated. I got drive. I get attraction from women. I'm more protected. See, also when you draining yourself, you're not even able to protect yourself now. Your energy's, you're at a so, your energy has dropped to such a low frequency that now you're able to be attacked by anything. Man, an ant could probably come up and tap you and you'll probably pass out. That's how low your frequency is. A butterfly come flap its wings, it'll probably make you pass out. Probably knock you back, knock you backwards. You know what I'm saying? That's how low your frequency is. Self-respect goes a long way, but it starts with having integrity first. Integrity is, you know, doing the right thing when nobody's looking. Behind closed doors and nobody's looking. What are you doing? Right? You know, for my guys in relationships or whatever. See, being on retention doesn't mean you have to be single. It don't mean you can't have a wife or a marriage or whatever. And a lot of guys get that mixed up. Retention is just having control over your energy. But you can still be intimate with your wife or in your relationship. But you have to learn how to do that. And you have to be in harmony with your partner. Y'all got to have great communication. Y'all got to be on the same accord. Who told you that you're supposed to release every time you have actual contact, sex, with your spouse? Who told you that you got to get one off all the time? Who told you that? Who taught you that? Unless you're trying to have a child, procreate. But besides that point, who told you you got to release all the time? See? And this is where we get into self-awareness and learning about ourselves and learning what is and what isn't. Being able to hold on to your energy while being intimate with your spouse, that builds attraction. That energy circulates. Y'all both raise y'all vibration up. Y'all heal each other. But see, as soon as you release, that circuit breaks. That energy goes out, and now that attraction leaves as well. This is why so many relationships fail, man. This is why the respect leaves in the relationship. The woman stops respecting the man because he doesn't respect himself. Knowing the power that you have inside of you and you just giving that up freely, how can you say you respect yourself? You just letting it go on the sheets or on your hand or whatever, and you don't even realize what that is and what it does for you, but you just release it anyway. So how's she gonna have respect for you? Subconsciously, she loses respect for you because you don't know what you have inside of you. You don't know yourself. The only way that you're going to ascend out of here is to learn how to control your energy and to raise your frequency. That's it. That's your ticket. When Vegeta and Goku were training with Whis, he sent them to a realm, and it was so heavy that they couldn't move. That realm was so dense. They couldn't move, right? But Vegeta figured it out. He said when he controls his energy and don't let it leak out, he's able to move around freely. And when they're able to move around freely, now they can escape that realm. But before, he couldn't move because he kept letting his energy leak out. He didn't have control. He didn't have mastery over his energy. That's a big part of your ascension, is learning how to control your energy and stop letting it leak out so much. But see, you've been taught to leak out your energy and just let it go like it's nothing, like it's just something that has no worth, has no value. And that's disrespectful to yourself. That's disrespectful to the Most High. That's disrespectful to life in general. You know, we are like cells to this plane. There's billions of people on this plane. There's billions of cells in your body. So you are the cells. When you start to harness your energy, you start to vibrate higher. You're energized, right? And the more people that do that, it's like the cells are getting energy now. They're holding on to energy, which makes the plane vibrate higher. But if you're not doing that, you're like a waste, right? You have no life. You have no power. It's like having a whole bunch of batteries laying around with no charge. You know, you got a whole bunch of AA batteries in your drawer and they don't got no charge, right? You try to put them in the freezer to get a little juice, but for the most part, they're useless because they don't have a charge. And that's how it is. A bunch of men just laying around with no charge. They're depleted batteries. You ain't got no juice inside of you. So how you expect to ascend? How you expect to further your spiritual journey if you can't even control your energy? You got to control that first. That's your rocket fuel to blast up. You know, how can your car, if you driving your car, how you expect your car to go somewhere or get to your destination and you got a gas leak, right? Your fuel line is leaking. You're going to run out of fuel. You got to fix that problem first. You got to fix that leak first before you can try to go anywhere. You might go a little distance, but eventually your gas can run out. Got to fix that leak first. Got to plug that up. You just letting your seed go, you're operating at an animal frequency, an animal level, right? Animals do the same thing. Animals have sex. They have relationships. Animals have families. But that's the only level they're able to obtain. They can't go any higher than that because they're not built for that. They're built to survive. And that's all you see people doing today is just trying to survive. They're in an animalistic state, just running around. You know, dudes sticking and moving. Anything that moves, they sticking and moving. If it ain't nailed down, they sticking and moving. You on an animal frequency. You gotta learn how to harness that energy so you can ascend higher. Don't be like everybody else, man. You know, you can have a partner. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a relationship or a wife or whatever. But learn how to utilize your energy. Self-control. You know, it might take practice, but eventually you and your partner, y'all get in tune with each other and y'all learn how to circulate that energy without you releasing. That's the whole point. That's why you got to have a day one, a partner who's really down for you. And honestly, if you ain't got a day one, or if you ain't got somebody who really riding with you, as far as like a girl, or, you know, for the ladies, you got a man, it's kind of, you might want to chill out right now. Because right now, it's a time where people are detoxing and healing. So a lot of people are reliving their karma right now because it's things they haven't done, the shadow work, things they haven't cleaned out. So a lot of those people who haven't done that shadow work, they're living their karma now. Everything's to the surface. Remember, the veil is gone. So your true intentions, your true energy is going to show. There ain't no more manipulation. Before, you could wear a mask, you know, and it took time for somebody to get to know you. Now everything's up front and center. You know how they say when you hit that bottle and you get them spirits inside of you, you know, the truth comes out. When you got them spirits, right, the truth comes out. Well, right now, you ain't got to hit the bottle. You ain't got to have them spirits in you for the truth to come out. That's the energy. That's the frequency right now. Everything is operating like that. Everything is out in front center. So people who haven't dealt with their karma and dealt with those inner demons, they coming to the surface now. So you want to be very mindful and have huge discernment of who you trying to get in a relationship with right now, if you ain't already in a relationship. Because you don't want to be attaching yourself to other people's karmas, right? They got to cleanse themselves out. They got to get themselves right so they can get their heart light as a feather. And that's what's going on with a lot of people right now. So you mess around, try to get with somebody, and you're going to start seeing all these traumas and things, you know, as soon as you meet them, because they can't hide them. They got to deal with them. So just have discernment if you do try to get with somebody. You feel me? But for the most part, you need your energy to ascend. You can't do it without it. And you got to learn how to master that. Stop letting it leak out. Right? If you're in a rocket ship, you got to blast up. You got to be sealed tight. You got to be airtight. You feel me? Figure out why you're doing this and really have that mindset to keep going and to understand it's a bigger picture. It's more than just women. It's more than just trying to go this many days. Man, it's about mastery of yourself, so you can ascend to a higher level spiritually, so you can blast up out of here. It's time to go, man. You know, get out of this animalistic state of living lifestyle and start blasting up to a higher version of yourself. Man, I know y'all getting tired of just living the same life over and over again, doing the same thing everybody else is doing. Start living the life you want to live. Start taking control over yourself, man. Stop living like an animal out here. Clean yourself up. All right? Retain Gang, man. It's your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about this video or what y'all would like me to talk about next. Y'all have a beautiful day, man. And I'm out.